Hello, everybody! New Total Drama is on its way, just 2 days left before it officially premieres worldwide, or should I say in Italy. Now, this video is very different, to be fair. This video is gonna be so random, and basically me theorizing about everything from the new Total Drama. Just kidding, there are only 2 theories, with one being a big one. So with all of that said, let's get right into the video. Wow, I think that was the quickest intro I have ever done. Also, this video doesn't have a lot of editing in it, it's the context that matters, so if you want, you can just have this video in the background as a podcast, perhaps. Okay, so let's start by talking about Axel. I think she is right now very hard to predict, but here's what I have theorized. From the first trailer we got, there was a quick scene of a military base. Now at first I thought it was pretty random, and to be honest, a scene from Total Dramarama. But looking more into it, Axel might have a connection with that military base. What if Chris built another version of Camp Wawanakwa and the military suspects that this is another illegal android island? As they visited the island, they looked around. Everything was okay, and Camp Wawanakwa passed the "is this real" test? However, the military was still suspicious, but couldn't inspect it anymore, because it did indeed pass the test. So instead they sent Axel there as a competitor because she is the right age. But in reality, Axel is just there to find the hidden truth about this version of Camp Wawanakwa. I mean, how do you even find the exact same version on the old island? After all, Axel's outfit is a little bit militaristic, so this theory isn't that bad, right? This could also explain why Axel was rarely seen with her team or during the challenges in the trailers. Well, now let's move on to the second theory, the major one. And this only works if this image of MK takes place inside the pirate ship for episode 1. This theory is the one you see on the thumbnail about MK potentially getting Caleb medically evacuated from the game and can prevent Nichelle from being the second boot. This is what happens when the trailers are about to set up one of your favorites to be an early flop. But you can't imagine that, so you just come up with fake scenarios to save your faves, which is what I just did. Let's imagine that this picture of MK takes part in the pirate ship from episode 1. Things that would support this are that it has a similar layout to this scene of Millie and Damien getting gassed by Ripper. And where else did we see Millie and Damien together during a challenge? Here during the first challenge where we can see them gathering cabbages together? So it's possible that this MK picture is also from there. To be honest, it looks more like the shack from TDI episode 12, but we can at least pretend. So we see how she has an evil smile. She is definitely planning for something. And now we pretty much know all roles of the Frogs of Death for this challenge. Raj and Wayne will probably be captains together. Emma and Bowie taking care of the cannons. Nichelle, Julia, and MK for the cabbage gathering. And that leaves us to Caleb with the sharks. As we saw in the fart scene, it looked like some kind of kitchen on the ship. So what if MK had the plan to put something inside the cabbages to attract the sharks? Something that sharks like meat. So she hides some meat in the cabbages, and the plan is when they shoot Damien, the sharks get attracted to him, and Caleb can do what he's supposed to do to win the challenge. Remember, no one knows about MK's plan, so when Nichelle comes down to gather more cabbages, MK asks for help to carry some of her meat cabbages. As Nichelle delivers those cabbages to Emma and Bowie, they prepare to shoot at Damien. Bowie and Emma fight over who wants to take the final shot and start bickering. Nichelle is annoyed and uses the cannon, but she hasn't used it before, so she missed hitting Caleb instead. The sharks smell the meat of the cabbages and get hungry and attacks Caleb. This is where we get the scene of everyone screaming and Z saying, "I can't watch." And Nichelle does not know about the original plan, and MK as well gets shocked as her plan had gone horribly wrong. This eventually leads to Caleb getting medically evacuated and everyone hating on Nichelle. She, of course, tries to defend herself and blame MK, but Bowie and Emma saw it with their own eyes and told everyone on their team what happened. That's why they have mad looks. This can explain why Nichelle distances herself and has that awful look on her face, as well as sitting away from everyone else during the campfire ceremony. That's why during that scene, MK is also nervous, especially if you look at her fingers. She knows that she is the blame, but can't say it, and because then, everyone will hate her instead. Maybe this is when Chris explains that Caleb can't come back to the game, and that's why everyone looks at Nichelle here. I know many people say they are looking at MK, and that would make sense, but for this theory, they are all looking at Nichelle. Meanwhile, MK is just trying to not act suspicious. However, Chris also explains that there will be no campfire ceremony today, and no one will be voted out. So, our Queen Nichelle has survived the first episode. They win the next episode, but later lose again in the third episode, and she probably gets eliminated there. So what have I done? Well, I made her a third boot instead of a second boot. Yes, go Queen! We still don't know if she will be the second boot, but that's what we get from the trailers and promo pictures. But who knows, maybe she will be a finalist and we all just got fooled. I have another theory that requires me to watch the whole season. It's more about the origin of the whole Total Drama universe, so if you want that theory, I will upload it after the new season has aired. It's a very weird and long one, but quite interesting. So that was about it. Those were the 2 random theories I have had. What do you think about them? Well, it's time to say goodbye. Remember to subscribe for more content of the new Total Drama season, as well as other Total Drama videos. Okay, bye, beep, 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 bye, 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 shut down. Battery empty, 0%. This is the surprise ending. Up, 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 sing, 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 sing. We're flying and singing. We're flying and we're singing. Come fly with us, come fly with us. Guess what song that was?